Do you want your children to obey you only when they agree with you? Do you want your children to obey you only when they like what you're asking them to do? Do you want your children to obey you even sometimes if they think you're wrong? Now swap it, because we've all been children. You may not be a parent, but we've all been kids at one time. Is God saying to us, obey your parents only if you like what they're telling you to do? Is God saying, obey your parents only if you agree that this is a good thing or not? Is God saying, obey your parents only if you think they're right? Because you know what's amazing? By the time you're old enough to get to a place where you got your own kids, this is God's ultimate practical joke. You start to recognize that what you thought was wrong as a kid wasn't as wrong as you thought it was, okay? And so you're dealing with people who don't think you're right, but you're wanting them to do what you tell them to do anyway. And God says, listen, why should children obey their parents? Why? Because that's what pleases God. And you and I need to realize why. Because here, now watch. All of you that are parents, how you behave in your workplace is the model you set for your children in the way in which they interact with you. Because listen, do you obey your employer only when you agree with that's a good policy or not? Or do you find a way to get around it like your kids do? Do you go to hide and everything, okay? The issue is here. He said, obey. Look at what the scripture says again. Obey your earthly masters, not only when they are looking at you to win their favor. Don't we play that game? It's amazing. You walk down the hall and everybody finally gets busy looking. Oh, yeah. I'm sweating it. To like the closest kid. Okay, yeah. Hey, finish that joke you were telling me. Come on, man. It's amazing how people respond and act that way when somebody's looking at you. Oh, we're stellar. But the issue is here, he says, don't do it just when people are looking at you to win their favor. But what? Do it with sincerity of heart and for reverence for God. In other words, what you and I need to see, because there are a lot of misconceptions about work that people have. And here's the biggest, listen. Who you work for determines how you do your work and how you perform at it.